In a few hours, the wait will finally end. The Election Commission of India will announce the dates of the much-awaited Lok Sabha elections at 3 p.m. today. Campaigning for the upcoming polls are already underway, with the BJP confidently claiming that the party will clinch over 400 seats. Meanwhile, in an unprecedented move, the Election Commission has issued a 24-hour notice, heightening anticipation across the nation. Simultaneously, assembly elections will also be held in 4 states in Arunachal Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and Sikkim, with voting expected to take place in April and May. Meanwhile, Maharashtra, Haryana and Jharkhand are also slated for elections later in the year, with their schedules also expected to be disclosed soon. Meanwhile, the ongoing term of the Lok Sabha will end on June 16 and a new house needs to be constituted before that. About 960 million voters will be eligible to cast their votes in the upcoming general election, which will be the biggest democratic exercise in the world. In the last Lok Sabha elections, remember viewers, the BJP had scored a massive victory for the second time in a row with a whopping 303 seats, while the Congress managed to win only 52 seats.
महाराष्ट्र अब पूरी तरह तैयार है। कांग्रेस पार्टी का हर वर्कर चुनाव का इंतजार कर रहा है और महाराष्ट्र की जनता भी कर रही है, क्योंकि आपने देखा होगा कि कल ही इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बॉन्ड का जिस तरह से मोदी की सरकार ने, बीजेपी ने देश को बेच के अपने मुट्ठी भर लोगों को लुटा के दिया है। ये लूटने वाली जो व्यवस्था देश में बनी हुई है और देश को बेच रही है, उसके विरोध में महाराष्ट्र की जनता, हमारा वर्कर तो तैयार ही है, महाराष्ट्र की जनता भी उसके लिए तैयार है और इनको अब सत्ता से बाहर करना यही मकसद और देश को बचाना यही मकसद अब महाराष्ट्र की जनता का बना हुआ है।
हमारी तैयारियां बहुत शानदार हैं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी का आंतरिक सर्वे है कि महाराष्ट्र में एमवीए अलायंस जो है वो क्लीन स्वीप करने जा रहा है। ये उनका आंतरिक सर्वे, यही वजह है कि पहले उन्होंने शिवसेना को तोड़ा, फिर उसके बाद उन्होंने एनसीपी को तोड़ा, फिर कांग्रेस को तोड़ने का भी रोज प्रयास करते रहते हैं। उनको अपने कैडर पे भरोसा नहीं है। तो ये बताता है कि कांग्रेस के साथ साथ एमबीए का पूरा जो कुनबा है वो कितना मजबूत है। यहाँ पर उन्होंने सरकार गिराई, लेकिन जनता अभी भी उनके खिलाफ खड़ी हुई है। महाराष्ट्र में, उत्तर प्रदेश में भी इंडिया अलायंस पूरी मजबूती के साथ चुनाव लड़ने जा रहा है और आप देखेंगे कि नतीजे नरेंद्र मोदी जी के भाषणों से बिल्कुल उल्टे होंगे।
Right, this is of course a big election announcement that we are awaiting. The schedule will be announced at 3 p.m. today, and leading up to that, we'll be getting you all the voices from across the nation. We'll be joined by my colleagues from across the nation, but meanwhile, we also have a guest with us, Kailash Adhikari, the political analyst, who is of course an MD with governance now as well. Kailash Adhikari, appreciate you joining us on the broadcast. A big day for the Lok Sabha election. Of course, all eyes on the Lok Sabha elections, but also the fact that the dates will be announced today. How are you looking at it? How do you see it panning out across the nation?
No, it is very encouraging. And I must say that India is the largest democracy, we all know. And we all know about the vibrancy of our democracy. And this year, it is a matter of great pride for us that this time, rather, in 2024, nearly 970 million people are eligible to cast vote in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections across 12 lakh polling stations. And last time in 2019, the elections were held in 7 phases. So we'll soon come to know in how many phases we are looking at the elections and what will be the start date and the end date to it. But it is a very exciting time. You know, India's democracy has always been extremely vibrant. And I believe that through your broadcast medium, we would like to urge that all those, the first-time voters as well as the recurring voters, they must exercise their right to vote in a democracy. And I believe that this is a celebration of our democracy and the fact that more than 970 million people will be able to cast their vote in 2024 Lok Sabha elections.
Right. Also, Mr. Kailash Adhikari will, of course, keep coming back to you for more on that. But also joining us live right now are my colleagues Ila and Dharni. Ila is joining us from Delhi, while Dharni joining us from Chennai. Ila, I'll first come to you. Of course, help us understand what exactly is happening in Delhi. What's the mood like? Of course, the Aam Aadmi Party there will be trying to ensure that they repeat their assembly election heroics in the Lok Sabha polls. But clearly... Right. We are, of course, trying to connect with Ila there. But meanwhile, Dharni's joined us live. Dharni, you help us understand what's happening in the south. This is, of course, the BJP trying to push in the south. A southern outreach by the Prime Minister pretty evident there. Even yesterday he was on a 3-state visit, Telangana, Kerala, Tamil Nadu as well. Is it working for the BJP, or are the regional parties still as strong as ever?
Yesterday's visit of the Prime Minister was the fifth of his visits to Tamil Nadu since the beginning of 2024, and again on March 18, the Prime Minister is slated to visit Coimbatore. He will be doing a roadshow in Coimbatore along with a public meeting. So definitely the BJP is doing a massive south push, and Tamil Nadu is playing a very significant role. As far as the electoral gains, the prospects for BJP in south is concerned. So of course the state has a total of 39 Lok Sabha seats, and DMK has finalized all of its seat sharing talks. The DMK is going to contest from 21 seats from its own symbol, and apart from that they have given 10 seats to the Congress, and other seats it has gone to the smaller parties. And as far as the BJP is concerned, Tamil Nadu Congress has finalized its alliance with the BJP. The other two parties, that is the PMK and DMDK, they are still holding talks with both the BJP and the AIDMK. So they haven't announced about their decision, which side they're going to take. That is something that we have to wait and see. But definitely the BJP is doing a massive south push, and Annamalai is telling that BJP will record a historic vote share in Tamil Nadu this time. Annamalai is confident that this time the BJP will cross 25% vote share in Tamil Nadu. In fact, he has told us that the BJP will definitely give a few seats this time from Tamil Nadu, for the Prime Minister. Remember, last time the BJP won 0 seats from Tamil Nadu. It was a clean DMK sweep last time, and this time also the DMK is hoping for a clean sweep. The chief minister has told that the Prime Minister is welcome to Tamil Nadu as many times as he wants. He can visit Tamil Nadu, learn about the culture of Tamil Nadu. But the Prime Minister's visit will not gain the BJP even a single seat from Tamil Nadu. He may be the poster boy of BJP, but that will not work out in the state of Tamil Nadu, is what the chief minister has told. So the BJP and the DMK, both of them are at loggerheads as far as the PM's frequent visits are concerned. And when the poll dates get announced by 3 p.m. Today evening, we can see the election, the heat of the election campaigns, getting kick-started officially after the model code of conduct comes into the picture.
Right, Dharani, of course, like you rightly pointed out there, after the election dates are announced at 3 p.m. today, it will be all-out battle between the government and the opposition parties. Of course, the BJP trying its best to expand its footprints in the south. In fact, Kailash Adhikari continues to be on the broadcast with us. Kailash, again, one of the interesting points that a lot of people are talking about is that it's pretty unprecedented, the fact that the Election Commission gave a 24-hour notice. In fact, they came out just 24 hours before and said that they will be announcing the dates, and not something that usually really happens. But what's again interesting is that I came across a few reports which spoke about how various government departments last night, in fact, were busy sanctioning a lot of projects and busy sanctioning a lot of other key projects that they wouldn't have been able to do if the MCC was in force. So again, like the opposition is claiming, multiple departments are being captured by the center. That's the allegation coming in from the opposition. And when something like this happens, it only adds to the furor.
I don't find any merit in the opposition trying to say that a lot of last minute things are done. A lot of things which are integral for national importance as well as for national development. And that is the usual business which the government has to do. And looking at the fact that the Lok Sabha elections are such a mammoth task, and before the model code of conduct comes in, it is imperative for the government that certain key decisions which are there for the national good, for the public good, has to be done. Because just because the national code of conduct has kicked in, that does not mean that the public service or any matter of public intelligence or public good cannot be neglected. So it is a responsibility of the government, and I believe that if it is done, then the government has acted very responsibly. So I don't see any merit in the opposition, because they are trying to just find anything and everything that comes under the sun without any merit, because they know that what is their fate in the Lok Sabha elections.
Also, Mr. Adhikari, we have, of course, seen in the past as well. Of course, you're trying to say here that the government has passed projects which are of national importance, something that the country needs, even if there is an election around the corner. But one thing that we've seen in the past is the fact that BJP has mastered the art of surrogate campaigning. I mean, we've seen the Prime Minister himself going ahead and campaigning even while the MCC is in place, not directly doing it, but of course, like we're talking about surrogate campaigning there. But again, at the end of the day, once the MCC is in place, help our viewers understand what sort of restrictions will be in place and also what are the sort of bindings that the political parties will be under.
We all know that when the Achar Sanhita or that kicks in, any such announcement or any such matter of national importance or a bill cannot be passed, which can be seen as something that influencing the poll results or influencing the voters. But that does not stop any political party from campaigning. And as I said earlier also, and I'd like to reiterate the fact that besides being a political party, the political party in power right now, the Bharatiya Janata Party, has to look from the government's lens also. Just because there is an election happening for about 2 months, we will see that. That does not mean that the administration of the country cannot be compromised. And whatever is needed for the administration, the government will give in. They are more than 100% for it. And that has been the case in 2019 as well.
Right. Also, Mr. Kailash, we're talking about the MCC being in place and also a lot of allegations coming in from the opposition. One of the credible allegations that is coming in is regarding the election commissioners. Now, what the opposition is right now saying is the fact that on one hand, you suddenly had one of the election commissioners quitting at the last moment citing personal reasons. And on the other hand, a couple of new election commissioners were also appointed, which the opposition, especially Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, claims that was done with his dissent. And also the government is trying to ensure that they have an unfair advantage as far as the election dates are concerned.
I mean, I don't see again any merit in that. I mean, we have seen that India being a vibrant democracy, we have always experienced fair elections, and we are going to experience very fair elections in 2024 also. And if the opposition, I know they are feeling jittery. The fact is that the dates, how do the dates matter? If you're so confident of winning, if you're so confident of your own strategy, then how do the dates matter? And if a certain bureaucrat is resigning out of citing personal reasons, then it's on record that it is because of personal reasons. Why do you need to see everything is between the lines? Rather, they should focus on what is their strategy for the upcoming Lok Sabha election. Rather, the opposition must feel that in 2014 and the 2019 defeat, how they can overcome that, how they can establish connect with the voter. All those issues are completely kept aside because they know they are not able to achieve that. Their complete focus is trying to find some kind of loopholes which do not exist.
Right, Mr. Adhikari, of course, like you're mentioning that the opposition needs to focus on its strategy than talk about the unfair advantage. But again, the fact of the matter remains that the person that gets to choose the pitch, even in cricketing terms, has always an advantage. But of course, that's a debate we can have on another day. Appreciate you joining us on the broadcast with your inputs on this.